So this is the reason I thought of him was because of this verse is what he teaches out of. So Habakkuk 2 says, I will stand my watch. I will set myself on the rampart. Not God will set me, I will set myself. And I will watch to see what he will say to me.
What is the first number?
1, 2, yeah. 1 through 3. Okay. So here, I'll say that again. I'll stand my watch. I'll set myself on the rampart. I will watch to see what he will say to me. He does not say, I'll listen to hear. Come on. He says, I'll watch to see what he'll say to me. Okay? And then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision. Okay? Make it plain on tablets. Churches use this for goals. It's not talking about goals, okay? Habakkuk was not an American, okay? So he's talking about a prophetic vision. Write the vision. Okay, you set yourself. You said, I'm going to stand and I'm going to watch what God's going to say to me. In other words, I'm going to put myself in position. I am going to have a vision. What is God going to say to me? And then he said, God says back to him, write the vision. Make it plain on tables. In other words, what you see, write it down on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision, the prophetic vision, is for an appointed time. But at the end, it will speak. Not God says, I will speak. No, the vision will speak. The vision will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So he's not talking about goals. He's talking about a prophetic vision. Okay? This is nowhere near what I thought I was going to share this morning. I had a plan and everything. And I'm like, all right, God, that's where I'm going. And wow, here we go. Okay, so, so you can set yourself in position for a vision. You can set yourself up. Lord, you're going to speak to me in a vision. Hey, listen, if you can lay hands on the sick by faith,
Amen.
Come on. If you can speak in tongues by faith, then you can set yourself up by faith that God's going to speak to you in a vision.
Yeah.
God doesn't change half midstream. The only one that he really does like that is as a dream. And because you can't make yourself have a dream. You understand? Because it's when let me just say it like this, okay? Not every dream you have is from God. I don't believe that. Okay, not every dream you have at night is from God. But a large amount of them are. And those of you who think you didn't have a dream last night, you actually did, but you just don't remember it. It may have been just like flashes and just pictures and just something real quick. You understand? Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So you all had a dream last night, but you just may not have remembered it. It may not have been like a whole scene and everything else. Now, the majority of your dreams are, okay, let's just say hypothetically you went to bed at midnight and you woke up at 8. Okay? The majority of your dreams happened right about 7 a.m. in the last hour. That's where the majority of them happen, right? That's usually it. And the Jews used to have what they called the watches. They would have the first watch, the second watch, the third watch and stuff. And they had a saying. Now, I'm not saying this is, God. I'm not saying it's not God. But their philosophy was this. The closer you woke up with your dream to the daybreak of morning is the closer it's going to happen. So say hypothetically you had a dream and you had it at 3 a.m. Say your dream was at 3 a.m. In other words, it's speaking of this is coming in a long time. But if you had it right before your alarm went off, how many of you ever had a dream right before your alarm went off? Okay, well, then you know that this sucker's coming quick. In their minds, that's what they used to say. So I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't know. Could be, might not be. I don't know. I'm just throwing the information out there to you. Okay? All right, let me give you the last of the couple of different things here regarding visions and dreams. Okay? To receive dreams, the mind's got to be asleep. Genesis 15 says that. To have a dream, the mind's got to be asleep. Has to be. The flesh and the mind have to be asleep to have a dream. Okay? Visions are received with varying degrees of mind alertness. So you can literally be coming out of a dream. Okay, not to be confusing. All right, you can be coming out of a dream and you can have a vision.
Yes.
Right? You can even, you can even have a vision at night in the dream. You can have a vision in the daytime. Here's the interesting thing, I shared a little of this last night. The difference with dreams is dreams are always individual. Visions can be individual or can be corporate. Multiple people can see the same thing. So that's some of the differences. But at the same time, for a lack of better terms, I'm going to use a word. You can have levels of dreams or visions. How do I know that? Because I saw some of you telling your testimony to somebody, and some of you were like, this is the most amazing time, and you're sharing. Some of you were telling of a vision, some of you were telling of a dream. And emotion started. I could see some of you crying and getting emotional and stuff. Well, the dream happened a long time ago. If there aren't levels, then every dream would affect you this exact same way, or every vision. Come on, right? Okay, so there are levels of degrees of impact of that. Now, with dreams, okay, so we'll just say this. We'll just put dreams over here. And then we'll put the visions over here. So with the dreams, what was I going to say about that, Lord? I should have just wrote it. Okay. Okay, so the dreams you can have individually. You always have individually, but these are always corporate. Either individually or corporate. You can have both. Okay? And obviously you can have degrees of them, and you can even activate them. So the visions typically are a little bit, that's what I was going to say. Thank you, Holy Spirit. These are eternal. They're both eternal, but they are unforgettable. These disintegrate by the moment. Literally by the moment. Moment by moment, your dream disintegrates. So it's like disappearing ink. The longer you wait to write it, you're going to lose it. Okay? Don't think you're going to remember it in the morning. You're not. Okay? But you can have a vision. It's burned in your spirit. You won't forget it. Right? Now there are some of you say, well, I've had dreams that I remember everything. Okay, well there are some of those, yes, because it's a higher level of a dream. But the lower levels of a dream, you won't remember those because they're disintegrating. Okay? And the longer you wait to the break of day, you're losing percentage after percentage after percentage. It's just like moment by moment. It's like holding an ice cube. There is a time limit on this. You understand? This will come to an end the longer you wait. You see, that's why when your soul says, don't worry, you'll remember it in the morning, you'll never forget this. How many of you have ever done that before? And you're so regretful that you didn't write it down because it was so cool, right? Okay. Well, it's like you're holding that ice cube. You try to hold an ice cube from midnight till 8 in the morning, it's probably not going to be much left. You know what I mean? So, okay. So I already said this. Dreams are always experienced on a personal basis. Visions are always experienced in a group setting. On the left, dreams are received by a person's spirit. Dreams are received by a person's spirit. Your spirit man, I said this last night, your spirit man, according to Job 33, gets it in a sealed document. It's an encrypted message. Okay? That has to be unlocked. The Lord gave me a great, Thomas, you'll like this, gave me a great analogy. Do you know what KeyPass is?
Yeah.
KeyPass. Anyone know what KeyPass is? KeyPass is a thing you can get for your computer. How many of you got passwords? Raise your hand. How many of you, your password is password? Jesus, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's how people hack you. Okay, so that's the first thing they look for, or they look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know.
Yeah.
That's another one, right? Is that right, Tom? Okay. So what KeyPass is this. Now you've got to have a password for your computer. You got to have a password for your Facebook. You got to have a password for all of these different sites that you go to and things that you log into. Is that right?
Yeah.
So KeyPass is a place where you can hide all of them into one little program, and you only have to remember one password.
Yeah.
And it locks them all into one. So your banking, everything, you can put it all in one place. It's called KeyPass. And so the Lord showed me that one time and said, that's exactly what a dream is like. Is it's got so many different things that it's locked in there. And if you can unlock the beginning of it, usually the rest just kind of unravels. The rest of the dream will unravel, okay? So that's kind of typically the case. All right. Let's see. Okay. Visions may involve varied degrees of physical, visions. Let me see. Hold on one second. Visions might even affect your physical body. Visions can even affect your physical body. Visions can even affect your physical body, aka Acts chapter 9, Saul of Tarsus, struck blind for 3 days from a vision, right? So it can even be physically. It can even affect you physically. That's why you can come out of a vision and all of a sudden you still smell it or you still feel it or whatever. It's like you're still connected to it, okay? On the left, I already said this, dreams are more symbolic. Dreams are always more symbolic, always. Visions are more literal. I know I'm throwing a lot at you right away this morning. Bless you guys, and we'll take a 5-minute break here in a minute. So dreams are always more symbolic, always. Okay? These are always more symbolic. Visions always are much more literal.